There are 4 types of social people on the web: people who share photos with no Photoshop, people who don't have their moments grouped, people who set no time limits on their moments, and people who have no Weibo out. With the increase of social apps, we share less frequently. Me, for instance, update my WeChat moments almost once a year. Some people may have lost their desire of expression as they grow up, but more people are afraid to share for outside influences. A very simple moment takes a long time to think over and select words, because of free expression on social platforms may get you into trouble. For example, someone was cyberbullied for posting a video warning a level on TikTok, and he ended up apologizing for it publicly. How could this be? Why don't we post moments freely anymore? To explain this, we started with synopticon. It's the optic to panopticon proposed by Foucault. Panopticon is a tower-like with one looking down and many. On the contrary, synopticon is more like a modern stadium with the encyclopedia gazing at the center one. There are moments where you put you on the collective gaze and you yearly feel stressed out. Posting moment is to attend an online interview where personnel, business leaders, department heads, and bosses take a closer look at you. They have different cultural backgrounds, upbringing, oral levels, and thinking patterns, which make them have different understandings and views of the same thing. Just like the TikTok video, different people interpreted it differently, creating different emotions. Some people think it's disrespectful to post a funeral live to a public platform. Some people think the vlogger feels no sorrow for them. And some said he was just making sure to attract attention. It's easy to see from these views that viewers not only scrutinize the content, but also speculate on motives of the poster. Expressing grief or making show, sharing joy or showing off, different audiences will make different judgments. Whether a post is reasonable or not is measured by a very delicate scale. Exposure to public gaze greatly increases the probability of cyber violence by portrayals and cyber graves. The damage caused by verbal violence is no less than any other. It's human nature to share and express, to satisfy people's belonging and love and esteem needs. To avoid the trouble of expression, we've developed some solutions by making linguistic trade-offs and coordination. For instance, how do you scientifically let people know you're handsome? It's not a good idea to boast about yourself directly. We can try recessive boast. You can post a handsome selfie with a relevant text like, "It's a nice day." So-Soother makes it better. Someone extracted 205 self-congratulatory phrases from 200 moments and found that nearly half were recessive boasts in the form of sharing, self-deprecation, and complaining. For example, you post your 3A report with the text, "The only thing I'm good at is taking tests." Or more advancedly, you post your spacious new home with the context, "Can anyone recommend a space robot with longer battery life? Mine can't finish the living room before battery runs out." What a successful local web bomb! In the social context of the site literature was born. The master of the site concealed their privileged life in relevant and slightly distressing texts that take into account the feeling of the gazer as well as expressing their own. But masters cannot eliminate feeling differences. Inconsistent, obscure moments can still cause resentment over time. So people try to rebuild social boundaries in order to reduce skill being watched from the root. One of the ways is to use an alternative account to post private emotions, so that they are not viewed by many acquaintances. Here's a comparison of the use of public account and alternative account. The sum of public accounts have more mutuals and followers and are more formal, so they're yearly used to receive and post content that appeals to mainstream values, while the alternative account is rarely followed and the content is more private. However, set information for moments and switch to niche social apps are all disguised ways to narrow our social situation. Many social apps have sprung up in recent years in various novel forms, but all of these cannot allow us to share and express ourselves with complete freedom. People are flexible and dynamic in social contexts, while the mechanical fixed friendship set by social platforms can never fully satisfy people's social relationship needs. Nowadays, sharing photo requires Photoshop and pixels. Both publishers and viewers suffer from this. We no longer should show us but portray me that others recognize. Some are happy to do so, while others live quietly, living a no fun or unspecified life.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy it.